what better way to start off the afternoon than with some football, huh? It's time to get things started here on the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, we have a good one for you. Between our visitors and these guys defending their home turf. Set to go is the punter, Ty Zentner. And here we go from Chicago. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So out comes their offense for its first possession of the game. And we'll get a chance to see someone still in the early stages of their career, this third-year QB.
It's the dawn of a new season, Kate, with all the promise in the world ahead of he and his squad. And this is where all that off-season planning, the reps in camp, the sweat, the blood, the tears come into play. And you really don't want to stumble out the gate. You want to be the horse who jumps to the front right away and let everybody try to chase you down.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
At the 36-yard line.
Trap ball 80.
They'll go play action. Looking for his back, but he will not find him. That's incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
That's just simply one of those situations, Kate, where I think you and I got to tip our cap to the defense. Really took away everybody. There was no outlet, and only an incompletion could be had.
Ooh, and almost an opening drive pick, but he couldn't hang on. He dropped it, so the potential turnover winds up on the ground. Does, though, bring up 4th down. So they couldn't throw for it on 3rd down, and as a result, they're headed off the field earlier than expected on their opening series.
Keeping them off the scoreboard? Well, that's already a win defensively. Not letting them even cross midfield, that's the cherry on top.
And he gets his offense in better field position here to start. Up close to the 30. So here's their offense, taking over for the first time here. And they'll be led out by their 4th-year quarterback.
Kid, I really think this is one of those moments where every starting quarterback in the opening, right? Week 1, all has a sense of gratitude. All has a smile on their face. You're one of 32 guys on the planet that get to start an NFL season, and you want to make the most of that chance.
Dumped off to his running back. And he will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. They gain 11 on that play, and that gives him a 1st down. We set it downs for him. They'll start at the 38. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. Well, just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. They're going play action. Caught into the hands of the rookie from Arizona State. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down.
And 4 yards to go.
Let's go now. 19, 18.
Back to throw. Hits his running back. And this spot is going to be close, but he does not have that first. They're going to face 4th and short. The Thunderbirds out and ready to punt. And no doubt he wants to get his season started with a good one here. Same as a touchback here. Fair catch made at the 20. Back out comes the Chicago offense for their 2nd drive. Their first drive of the season, an uneventful one, led to a punch, so they'll try to get some new season magic going here on their 2nd drive.
Come on, come on. Hey.
Throwing now on 1st down. And he's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that'll be 1st down, Chicago.
At the 39-yard line.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the ball.
He isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go, and let that pass rush get home.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready, ready.
Now he'll throw off the play fake. Again, he's under pressure, and he goes down. It's a repeat of the last play. That's going to bring them to third down.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. For that defense, he puts a sack on the board.
And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
A 4-yard gain.
Once again, it is Jack Brownie now for the punt. Headed back after its second drive of the contest. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. We've set it downs for them from the 31.
Ready. Ready.
They go play action on first down. Continuing to move past the 45. And he's going to have this up and across midfield, partner, to the 48. They got 21 yards on the play. And that gives him the first.
10 at the 48-yard line.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday, but doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Get it. Ready.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Only 2 yards on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 8.
Makes it 3rd and 8.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. This is brought in at the 15. And the stop comes at the 15-yard line as he gets them into the red zone. Give him 32 on that play. And that'll set him up with a fresh set of downs.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet. But if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Back-to-back carries here. And he's stopped as we get closer to our first points of this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now.
I think we've all become very accustomed, and I'll raise my hand and say these tight ends are almost like bona fide receivers, big receivers. But they show you right there, when they can be powerful blockers, it can make a huge difference in a run game.
Quick pass, right side, complete. And he is in. Touchdown. The Thunderbirds take a 6-0 lead in the first quarter. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, kid. Kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on him. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
Zettler all set for the kickoff. Fielded at the 7. Nice effort here. They're going to tackle him just shy of the 35. Well, not what you like to see. Still just in the opening quarter of the season, and they have an injured player out there. Let's hope it's nothing major as he gets looked at.
On the jump.
First down now, ball at the 33.
Let's go now. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Let's go.
Here's the handoff. Still finding room past the 45. And he's going to get all the way up to the midfield stripe. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And that'll be first down, Chicago.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down to first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, jeez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
And those running lanes are closing up fast, aren't they? He's held to just a yard.
48-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Let's go. Hot 70, hot.
We're through one quarter of this opening weekend of football. 7-0 is our score. Back to the Windy City in just a moment.
Okay, break.
Welcome back. We're all set to start the second. Offense already out to resume its stride. They'll begin the quarter with 2nd and 8. He finds just enough daylight for a 5-yard gain. It's 3rd down.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets him just as many yards as a short completion would have.
Here we go. Strike. Ready.
To throw on 3rd down. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
Intended for number
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable in an incomplete.
A little outside their comfort zone to try a field goal, so instead they're going for this on 4th down. Trying to push this past the marker. And they make the stop, I'm going to say, at about the 37-yard line. So they come through with 6, and they're rewarded for going for it on 4th down. New set of downs from 37.
Go. Bronco.
To the air now on 1st and 10. Escapes the pocket.
Dude, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass. It was a scramble. But the net's the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
Now here he goes on the boot. He rolls to his right. He's got it near the 8. And it'll be 1st and goal. Stop is made at the 5-yard line.
Some of these quarterbacks, Kate, I swear, it's just instinctive. Like a great running back, they just know how to buy a little bit more time and to create space to find those completions outside the pocket.
Might be trying to power this across, Brock. They've got 3 tight ends out there. It's 1st and goal.
Ready. Cougar 19. Ready.
They'll try and punch it in. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal. After that play, we see some concern from their guys on the field. And now we know why. One of their best players was hurt on the play and is getting worked on. After the loss, it's 2nd and goal from the 5.
Go.
They go to him again. And this defense standing tall. They keep him out of the end zone. Defense making a couple of good stops here, and this brings up 3rd and goal.
Okay, this is going to be a fascinating call because defensively, you've stopped the run twice now, and I think you believe on that side, well, they got to put it in the air. But this is also where the offense could say, we got 2 more shots. Let's continue to pound the football. Can't wait to watch this one.
Deputy Lions. Ready.
From the gun on 3rd down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Chicago. The Huskies can tie it up in the 2nd after cutting into the lead. It's an Adonai Mitchell touchdown. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
Now they'll see if they can tack on one more. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Huskies tie it up as he nails his first try of the season. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. This return starts at the 5. A decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Now this offense getting set to work here. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
Completed to his running back. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
A gain of 13 yards. And an Austin first down.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Going to be second down.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Setting up the screen. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And they're going to have a first down now.
A gain of 12. First down, Thunderbirds.
Let's go now. Ready.
Plowing up the middle. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
First down, play action. Rolling out to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down.
Let's go.
Finds him quickly on the RPO. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10.
Go! Cowboy 80. Ready.
Quick throw is caught. And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Here we go.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that's going to add some distance onto this upcoming 3rd down.
You get into the red zone and every detail matters. It matters on the whole 100 yards. But, Kate, once you get inside this red zone, it is so critical. And let's tip our cap to the defense on the details, creating that sack.
Here we go.
3rd and long for him here. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
That's going to be a play tomorrow. When they watch it on tape, they're going to be kicking themselves a bit. Kate, you get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone coverage and the windows are so tight. You get man, you got to find a way to win.
And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And that's going to break our tie and give them a 3-point advantage.
A dependable kicker, man, that is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
That's going to be taken in at the 8. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40. The Huskies and Adonai Mitchell getting set for another look here. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here.
Come on. Set. Back up. Ready.
Throwing off the play fake. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Look at that power, deep left side. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's 3rd down. Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
3rd and long, they're going to throw. Escapes the pocket. And they're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 26. And that'll be first down, Chicago. So 2 minutes still to play in this first half, partner. More from Chicago right after this.
On the jump.
1st and 10 from the 32.
Let's go.
Give now to the running back. And tough sledding for him. Only room to get it to the 30. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays, the ones that amount to really very little statistically, and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Back to throw now. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
70 Timberwolves. Ready.
From the red zone on 1st. Completed over the middle. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up.
Let's go now.
He's going to throw this one. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. Nice drive here. It's up to 8 plays as they get set for 3rd and 6. No throw, 3rd and long. He isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Timeout taken by the defense. They're 2nd. As they'll get together and discuss with 4th down coming up. Out comes the kick team to attempt this field goal. It's a 36-yard look for him. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And it'll knock this game up late in the 2nd quarter.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Returning it from the 4. And he breaks the 20 on the return, but only just. That is 1 up to the 21 and out of bounds. The offense headed back to the field. They're getting close to a minute to play, Brock, and they're going to need that time with a long field ahead. They'll throw to begin this drive. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5. At the
Shotgun snap. They'll throw. Short pass brought in. And he crosses the sideline a yard or 2 beyond, looks like the 30. 6-yard gain on the play. And that means first down. He's going to throw it. Caught, nice gain left side. And the hit arrived shortly after that football did, but he hangs on for a gain down to the enemy 44. Now the offense going to take its 3rd and final timeout. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. They are throwing it again. Throwing deep here for the end zone. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
That's incomplete on 2nd down. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And that's gonna leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Come on.
Throw here, 3rd down. He's got Washington. And he's going to get this down inside the 30 before he's driven out. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
First down, Austin.
Ready. Ready.
He's going to throw it again. Pass is caught at the 9. This is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with 1st and goal. Offense to the line fast.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
And they're going to get up to it and spike it. That's going to stop the clock. Still lined up at the 6. Here's 2nd and goal. Working now from the gun. Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted. And the Huskies will be set up at the 20-yard line following that interception.
2nd down pass. Intercepted. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
Yeah, I totally get it. You pass it here because that's what's comfortable. Largely, it's what you did to get down inside the red zone. But so often, what works in theory doesn't work in practice, and it can lead to some pretty nasty results.
They'll turn to the ground game and just run this clock out. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. So we're all knotted up here at the half, Bronc, as we send this over to our buddy Scott Hansen, who's got our halftime report. Scott? Not a big window for those halftime speeches. They're right back out of the locker room and set to resume play with the 3rd quarter. Well, we're set up for an incredible 2nd half, all tied as we kick it away here in quarter number 3. He fields it from the 8. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. So their offense will have it first to begin quarter number 3. And they could take control of the 2nd half early, Brock, if they break the tie on this opening drive. Here we go now. Time to start this drive. 1st and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. All the left side. He's forced out of bounds after a gain of about 4 there. 2nd down. This game has already been a good one for him, Brock. And, hey, there's still time he could add on even more.
And you just feel his aggressive mindset all game long. As long as there's time left, he's going to want to keep on firing and turn a good performance into a great one.
Dumps it off to his running back. That screen sniffed out quickly, shut down behind the line.
Kate, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
He's going to be stopped right around the 37. He picks up 15 on the play. And that is good for a 1st down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
They'll run here on 1st down. And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front. Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
At the 38-yard line.
They give it to him again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A gain of 2 follows up a gain of 1. And now they're left with 3rd and 7. They'll air it out on 3rd. Cut for big yards on the right side. And he has this down to the 34. A gain of 26 yards there. And that's going to bring up 1st down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34. Off the play fake. He'll throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Here we go. Ready.
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And the nice gain is met by a punishing hit to bring it to a halt.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Third down from the gun. Hits his running back. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. Pick up a 5 on that play, and that's good for a new set of downs.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on third down. And that's exactly the result they needed, enough to keep this drive moving.
Pulls it at the 7. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into first and goal.
First down. First and goal at the 6-yard line.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
From the red zone now. Escapes, and he carries it in for the touchdown. The Thunderbirds take the lead right away in half number 2.
Kate, we know you can do it in different ways in today's NFL at quarterback. Some with the brains and the processing, that anticipation and accuracy. Some could do it with their improv skills to create a play when everything breaks down, and he just put on a show.
PAT effort coming up. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Thunderbirds break that tie and now lead by 7.
Huskies 10.
Zettler all set for the kickoff. Return starts at the 3. And this drive will start inside the 25. Chicago's offense trotting out there for another series. They'll look to knot up this game right now as they trail 17-10. Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's first and 10. Hand off to the back. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Get it. Back all 80. Ready.
Throwing it on second down. It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. It's sack number 4 in the game for him. This one makes it third down.
That is some serious defensive urgency that really does, Kate, match the situation we're in. This is a one-score game. Even though they have gotten after this quarterback all game long, they know they can't let up now.
Here he goes, third and long. Flush out out to his left. He's making a bid for it. And he's out of bounds. Defenders get there to drive him out right near that 40-yard line. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains. So first down from the 41.
Let's go now.
Now he'll throw off the play fake. Flushed out of the pocket. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that'll be first down, Chicago.
I just don't know how you play defense, Kate, and some of the guys in the league today. How can you balance defending somebody who can run for it or throw it right over your head? These dual-threat QBs, they're a nightmare.
And they're going to throw out of the gun. Throwing this one back of the end zone. And this is going to end up incomplete. Really aired it out there on first down, but just couldn't make the connection.
Yikes. As that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation. It's just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these. Really
They'll bring pressure, and they're going to get to him. They're signaling for a stoppage here, and yep, there's a player injured after that snap. Not what they wanted to see in week 1 as their medical staff heads out to check on him. Offense looking to convert as they come up to the line, third down.
Here we go, here we go. Cowboy 80. Ready.
Third and long for him here. Connecting on the slant. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Chicago brings out the punting unit. Oh, they are loving this one. It flies out of bounds, and it wasn't too far off the end zone. They're going to say it crossed at the 3. The Thunderbirds back out on offense. They're running back, headed out once again. And they couldn't be backed up much further, Brock. A safety, really the only concern as they take possession here inside their 5-yard line. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And they'll bottle this up after a 4-yard gain. Devon Fuller bringing that play to an end. First down run, nabs him 5, now 2nd and 5. Option give here. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
Tackle made right around the 26.
That's good for an Austin first down.
We've reached the end of 3 in our Week 1 opener. It'll still be just a 1-score game when we resume play. And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Takes the handoff. Now to throw. Getting out to his left. From the left side, here he goes, deep middle. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So that brings up 2nd down. The give now out of the shotgun. We call it 1, maybe 2 yards at the end, Brock. It's 3rd down.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. A 3-yard gain on the play brings up 3rd down.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. Connects on the crosser. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that gives him a 1st down.
A gain of 19 yards. 1st down, Thunderbirds.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. And man, did he make an impact play.
Going now on 1st down. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Looking for his wide receiver there. And now they face 2nd down. Blown back, gets the handoff. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, and they got to tackle behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
Has him on the quick hitter. And they've got to him just a step or 2 before he can reach the 40 as he's sent out. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down. And he has stayed productive throughout this game. He's up to the 300-yard mark after that last completion. Really has been a solid showing for him finding his targets. They go play action on 1st down. Finds him on the crossing route. And that is a touchdown. The Thunderbirds go up by 2 scores as they try to put this one away. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Kicking team out to try the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Thunderbirds double their lead to 14.
24, Huskies 10.
Zettler all set for the kickoff. Return starts at the 9. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Chicago getting set to take the field now. This could be the decisive drive. Down 2 scores late. They've got to find some points to get it back within 1.
Ready.
Back to pass on 1st and 10. Completed to his running back. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
19,
Up 2nd and 7 at the 32-yard line.
Throwing now off the play action. Finds him over the middle. And they drop him with a big hit, but that's going to sting worse for the defense. A big gain, and the chain's moving too.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They'll work against the blitz. Escapes the pocket. And the stop is made as he drives this to the opposing 43. Offense up to the line fast.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
1st down, play action. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And they're going to be forced to regroup a bit ahead of 2nd down.
This overwhelming pressure and these sacks after sacks after sacks, well, it's built this lead, and you know it's the way they want to finish it.
They're going to try and throw it here. Setting up the running back screen. Down the sideline inside the 30. And this play is nearly going to reach that 25-yard line. Defender there to take him out just short of it. All set now, 1st and 10. Setting up to throw. Short pass brought in. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Working quickly here.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 23-yard line.
Takes the 2nd down snap. Pass is hauled in by the running back. And he's down very close to that first, but looks like he is stopped just in time after a gain of 4.
3rd and 1.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. It is caught left side. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Into traffic, complete. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
19.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Throwing it again here. On the move, headed right. And it's another 1st down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Chicago. The Huskies now within 1 score in the 4th. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. Sometimes these dudes can be a quarterback's best friend, finding the tight end in the end zone for 6.
And it really has been that way for decades when you think about it, Kate. From John Mackey to Tony Gonzalez to Travis Kelce. The position could be such a mismatch when you're going for the end zone.
That one right down the middle. And the Huskies chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. And just like that, we're back to a 1-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. This offense getting all set for this series. And this really looks like a whole different ball game after that touchdown, doesn't it? They really need to go on a drive here. Drive start to the quick throw left, complete. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
That's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Here's a quick pass, caught outright. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10.
A gain of 12.
Come on.
And an Austin 1st down.
Right up the gut. Hit behind the line, that ball's loose. And it looks like the offense recovered. They did. Close stuff there.
By the
The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. After a fortuitous recovery, this will be second down. Option design here. And that second down run is only going to manage a yard. Timeout taken by the defense. Their second. This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. Whistles after that play for an unfortunate sight. A player hurt in the first game of the season. Training staff out to work on it. So out now comes the punter. I guess he didn't really quite know his own strength there. That kick cleared the end zone entirely. It's going to be a touchback. Chicago's offense trotting out there for another series. And all that's needed here, Brock, is some repeat execution from that last series. Of course, I'd expect the defense has made some adjustments after giving up that touchdown.
And that is the beauty of this game we love so much. Those back and forth adjustments on the sidelines. And can this offense do what it did a drive ago? And that is stay one play ahead of their defensive foes.
2nd and 4 at the 26-yard line.
Throwing it on second down. And again, an interception is dropped. Looked a whole lot like the last play, didn't it, partner? And again, the turnover escapes him. It's going to be 3rd down. Looking to throw. This finds Franklin. Escapes the defender. Ooh, and he is cracked at the tail end of that play. A good hit, but sure would have loved for it to have come earlier as he gets forward a bunch and gets him the first down. We've set it downs from 37.
Here we go, set.
Still sticking with the passing game. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Setting up to pass. Oh, he lost the football. Recovered by the defense. And they're going to give a couple yards back on the return, but I don't think they care much, Brock, because they're going to take over on a fumble.
You know, we could go down on that field and ask any player about the first lessons they learned in the game of football, and almost every one of them kids going to say the same thing. Ball security. I bet he could even hear his old high school coach's voice in his ears right now, telling him next time, you got to hang on to it better.
The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. And he's been reading the coverage, dare I say, Brock, even better than his quarterback has all game. I mean, he just continues to find openings and make plays in this second half. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44.
Here we go, here we go.
On first down, they'll run. Winning there full steam ahead, but he ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that one. The defense takes its 3rd and final timeout. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Back-to-back carries here. He dodged the tackle. He will have the first down there, and they can start to celebrate now. That's going to lock up this victory for him.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football on defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to, and keep them from piling on those yards.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down.
Ready.
Design quarterback run here. So something to be proud of, Brock, as they come away with a win. Well, partner, long season ahead, but undoubtedly a good start here today, getting the win in Week 1.
Yeah, a bad start now on the other side can snowball on you. 1 loss into 2 into 3 and so on. But you get that early win, it can get you playing at a midseason level in the early goings of a season.